An egg, if eaten the wrong way, could turn into a silent killer, sitting right there on your daily plate. Eggs are in nearly every kitchen. They are cheap, easy to cook, and packed with nutrients. From the elderly to young kids, everyone loves them. A hard-boiled egg for a quick breakfast, crispy fried eggs for lunch, or silky steamed eggs for a light dinner. They are just that versatile. So simple, in fact, that most of us assume there is no wrong way to eat them. But the truth is not that simple. Eggs may be a superfood, but if consumed incorrectly, they can also become a silent assassin. Many people are unknowingly making seemingly harmless mistakes, eating too many eggs, skipping the egg white, or combining eggs with foods they should never be paired with. And they have no idea that the consequences might include fatty liver, high cholesterol, digestive problems, and even a higher risk of stroke. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal the 7 most dangerous mistakes people often make when eating eggs. Mistakes that you or your loved ones might still be repeating every single day without even realizing it. But before we begin, go ahead and drop a positive comment down below as a little promise to yourself. Something like, "I choose smart eating for a healthier life every day." And do not forget to like and subscribe so we can continue to bring you valuable tips to help you live longer, stay healthier, and feel happier. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. What kind of food are eggs really? And why do they get so misunderstood? In the world of nutrition, not many foods can compare to eggs. They contain nearly all the essential nutrients our bodies need. High-quality protein, vitamins A, D, E, and B12, iron, zinc, choline, which is essential for the brain, and lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 powerful compounds that help protect our eyes from degeneration. On top of that, eggs are easy to digest and suitable for people of all ages. Whether you are recovering from illness, elderly, young, or into fitness, a properly prepared egg can benefit just about anyone. But unfortunately, because eggs are so common and too easy to access, many people become careless, or worse, ignorant in how they consume them. And what happens as a result? Harmful habits that seem harmless get repeated every day at the dinner tables of millions. Here are 7 of the most dangerous mistakes people often make with eggs. See if you might be making any of them yourself. 1. Eating too many eggs per day. Yes, eggs are full of nutrients, but that does not mean your body can absorb an unlimited amount of them. One egg contains around 186 milligrams of cholesterol, most of it found in the yolk. The recommended daily cholesterol intake for an average adult is about 300 milligrams. So if you eat 2 or 3 eggs a day, you are already exceeding that limit. When that happens, your liver is forced to work overtime to process the excess fat, which can lead to fatty liver, high blood cholesterol, clogged arteries, and even strokes. Children who eat too many eggs may suffer from digestive issues or gain weight too quickly in an unhealthy way. Older adults who eat eggs regularly but are less physically active are especially prone to accumulating visceral fat. A well-balanced diet always needs moderation, even with something as innocent as an egg. 2. Only eating the yolk or the white. Some people have this habit of eating just one part of the egg, either the white or the yolk, thinking the other half is unnecessary or even harmful. Those worried about cholesterol throw away the yolk, while others think the white is just water and toss it aside. But the truth is, both parts of the egg serve unique and essential purposes. By discarding one half, you are throwing away the perfect nutritional balance that nature designed. The egg white contains over 60% of the protein in the whole egg. It is virtually fat-free, low in calories, and easy to digest, making it ideal for those trying to lose weight or recover their strength. On the flip side, the yolk holds most of the vitamins A, D, E, and K, as well as choline, lutein, and omega-3 fatty acids, all crucial for brain health, vision, and a strong immune system. So when you only eat one part of the egg, you are cutting yourself off from a wide range of health benefits. An egg is not just a food item, it is a tiny nutritional powerhouse, Splitting it in half means you are only getting half of what it really offers. 3. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. Many people still believe that eating raw or soft-boiled eggs helps retain more nutrients. They whisk them into milk, orange juice, or eat them barely poached to boost health. But in reality, raw eggs contain a protein enzyme inhibitor that prevents your body from fully absorbing their nutrients. Worse yet, they also carry a much bigger risk: Salmonella bacteria. This bacteria can live both on the shell and inside the egg itself. It can cause diarrhea, nausea, stomach pain, and can be particularly dangerous for seniors, children, or anyone with a weakened immune system. Many have ended up in the hospital because of what seemed like a harmless egg. To stay safe and still get the nutrients, your best option is to cook eggs until just done. Not too hard, so the yolk stays soft, but not too runny either. This method kills off bacteria while keeping the egg's nutrition intact, a smart and healthy choice. 4. Pairing eggs with the wrong foods. You might have heard people say, eggs and soybeans are great together, all protein, right? Well, not exactly. Soybeans contain a compound called trypsin inhibitor, which blocks the enzymes your body needs to digest protein. So when you eat eggs with soybeans, your body actually absorbs less protein than it should. It is like trying to fill up a bucket with holes in it. No matter how much you pour in, most of it leaks out. Another food pairing to avoid is eating eggs right after persimmons. Now, both are perfectly fine on their own, but when combined, the tannins in persimmons react with the protein in eggs, forming clumps that your stomach struggles to break down. This can lead to bloating, indigestion, stomach cramps, or even acute intestinal inflammation if the reaction is strong enough. In fact, many people have ended up in the ER because of this exact combination. The truth is, not all healthy foods work well together. The key is understanding how your body works, so you do not turn something delicious into something dangerous. 5. Cooking eggs the wrong way. A lot of people love their eggs crispy and golden, sometimes even with slightly burnt edges for extra flavor. But here is the thing. That cooking style might be silently destroying the nutritional value of the egg. Even worse, it can actually create harmful compounds. When you fry eggs at very high temperatures, the proteins in them get denatured. They lose their natural structure and form a dangerous compound called acrylamide. The World Health Organization has warned that acrylamide could increase the risk of cancer, especially if you consume it often over a long period of time. And it is not just burnt fried eggs that pose a risk. Some seemingly light dishes, like tea egg stews, can also upset your digestive system. Tea leaves are high in tannins, and when they react with the iron in egg yolks, they form compounds that are tough to digest. For those with sensitive stomachs, this can lead to bloating, discomfort, or even stomach aches when eaten frequently. 6. Not washing eggs before cooking. Whether they come from the supermarket, a local market, or even with a fancy clean egg label, no egg is truly safe if you skip one simple but critical step: washing it before cooking. Many people assume that because the shell looks clean and shiny, it must be safe. But in reality, the shell's surface can carry millions of bacteria, the most dangerous being Salmonella. This bacteria can be present from the moment the egg is laid, especially if it comes into contact with chicken droppings, dirty soil, or unclean equipment. If you do not rinse the eggs, the bacteria can easily get into your food when you crack the egg open, especially if you are not cooking it thoroughly. Even worse, the bacteria can spread to your hands, kitchen surfaces, or other foods through indirect contact. An eggshell is not some magical, sterile armor, like many people believe. Do not be fooled by appearances. Washing your eggs is a small step that can protect you and your family from unexpected health risks. 7. Storing eggs the wrong way. Eggs kept in the refrigerator for more than 4 weeks, or eggs stored improperly, can lose nutrients, have their fats oxidized, and even become contaminated. you should always store eggs in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. And if you buy eggs from an unknown source, use them within a few days. Do not stockpile them like frozen meat. As you can see, just a few careless habits around how we handle eggs can turn what seems like a healthy food into a hidden threat to our health. And this is not just theory. These mistakes are happening every day, and many people only realize it when it is already too late. Jennifer, a mother of 3 living in Texas, always believed eggs were the perfect food for her kids. They were affordable, convenient, easy to cook, and full of nutrients. Every morning, she would prepare a meal for her youngest son that included 3 hard-boiled eggs. And on busy days, eggs even showed up again during lunch or dinner. Jennifer felt good about it. At least her child was eating something healthy. But when her son turned 12, things started to change. He became unusually tired, lost his appetite, and often complained of dull, persistent stomach aches. Concerned, Jennifer took him to the doctor, and the diagnosis shocked her: early-stage fatty liver and abnormally high cholesterol, despite the fact that her son was not overweight at all. The doctors asked about his diet. Jennifer explained his egg-heavy eating routine, and that was the turning point. They concluded that the long-term overconsumption of eggs had overwhelmed his liver, something Jennifer had never even thought could happen. Then there is George Miller, a 74-year-old retiree from Florida. After stepping away from a hectic career, he adopted a simpler, healthier lifestyle. He cut back on meat and fish, choosing instead to eat what he believed were more wholesome foods, especially eggs. He said he would skip rice at dinner and instead eat 3 hard-boiled eggs to keep things light and help him sleep better. He kept this up for 6 months straight. Then one morning, while taking his usual walk around the park, he suddenly felt dizzy and passed out. At the hospital, doctors discovered he had severe blood lipid disorders, fatty liver, and visceral fat building up around his heart. All of this despite having a slim body on the outside. When they reviewed his diet, the doctors quickly pointed to his egg habit, especially eating large amounts at night, as the root cause of his metabolic imbalance. The stories of Jennifer and Mr. George are just 2 of many real-life examples. Every day, people are putting their health at risk simply because they do not understand the food they eat. And the most painful part is, all of it could have been avoided just by having the right knowledge and using eggs the smart way. So, how can we turn eggs into a health ally instead of letting them become a silent enemy? The answer lies in how we choose, cook, and consume them, making the most of their nutritional value without overwhelming our bodies. Eggs truly are a treasure trove of nutrients, if you use them the right way. The key is not about eating more or less, but about eating them in the right amount, at the right time, in the right form, and based on what your body actually needs. 1 egg a day might be a nutritional boost, but 3 eggs every day for months. That could become a serious burden on your liver, kidneys, and heart. For healthy adults, the ideal amount is 1 to 2 eggs per day, but do not eat them non-stop all week. Mix them up with other protein sources like fish, tofu, or lean meat. Children can safely eat 1 egg a day, but their digestive systems are still developing, so do not overdo it. As for seniors or those with chronic health conditions, they can still eat eggs. Just limit it to about 2 to 3 eggs per week and stick to simple cooking methods like boiling or steaming. How you cook your eggs also makes a huge difference. The best method, soft boiled, where the whites are fully cooked, but the yolk is still a bit creamy. This keeps the nutrients intact, is easy to digest, and avoids harmful compounds. Over-frying eggs until they are crispy or burnt changes the protein structure and creates unhealthy substances. Rich dishes like buttery sunny-side-up eggs or deep-fried omelets might be tasty, but they are not great choices, especially for older adults or people with high cholesterol. Another thing most people overlook is how long it takes to digest eggs. Raw or undercooked eggs take about 1.5 hours to digest. Fully cooked eggs? They can take over 3 hours. That is why it is best to eat eggs in the morning or around lunchtime, when your digestive system is at its strongest, not late at night, when it is trying to wind down. Egg storage also matters if you want to keep the nutrition intact. If you buy eggs from the supermarket, they are usually already cleaned and can stay in the fridge for 2 to 3 weeks. But if you get them from a local market or are unsure about their origin, use them within a few days and always wash them thoroughly before cooking. And whatever you do, never leave eggs out in the open for too long, especially in hot weather. Finally, pay attention to what you eat with eggs. A healthy breakfast with a boiled egg, some fresh vegetables, and whole grain bread is so much better than fried eggs with sausages or sweetened foods. Eggs are rich in protein and fats, so they pair best with fiber-rich, low-fat foods that help balance your meal and support digestion. There is no denying the incredible nutritional value of eggs, but like any other food, how much good they do depends entirely on you, the person eating them. And if there is one group that should be extra cautious with eggs, it is seniors. As we age, our bodies change dramatically. The digestive system slows down, the liver and kidneys become less efficient, and our ability to process fats and proteins declines. That is why older adults, even though they can benefit from eggs, should follow a more careful and scientific eating plan, rather than relying on old habits or assumptions. Many seniors love eggs because they are soft, easy to chew, and do not require fancy cooking. But eating 2 or 3 eggs every day forces the body to handle a large amount of cholesterol, which can stress the liver and increase the risk of clogged arteries. What is even more dangerous is the common belief that I am skinny, so I can eat more to stay healthy. But being skinny does not mean you are free from hidden visceral fat, the most dangerous kind for the heart and brain. Older adults should eat eggs in moderation, ideally no more than 3 per week. Go for soft-boiled or steamed eggs. Avoid frying or using too much oil. And if you have a history of high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, or kidney issues, it is best to talk to a doctor before adding eggs regularly to your diet. Also, pair eggs with antioxidant-rich foods like leafy greens, tomatoes, avocados, or olive oil. These help the body absorb healthy fats better and balance out cholesterol. And remember, eggs are not the only source of protein. Salmon, Greek yogurt, lentils, or lean chicken breast are all fantastic options for older adults too. So, are eggs really the superfood people say they are? Or are they misunderstood, misused, and in some cases, even harmful? The truth is, it all depends on how we use them. Eggs are not the problem. They are still one of the most nutritious, versatile, and convenient foods out there. But no matter how healthy something is, if it is used the wrong way, by the wrong person, at the wrong time, the results will never be good. Once you truly understand what your body needs, how much is enough, which foods to pair together, and the best ways to cook them, you are not just protecting your health, you are unlocking the full potential of what eggs can actually do for you. So eat smart. Be the kind of person who knows exactly what goes into your body, because good health does not come from expensive food. It comes from the right choices you make every single day. And before you go, leave a comment below with a positive affirmation like, I choose to understand my body to live healthier every day. Let that be your promise to yourself on this journey of better living. Do not forget to like the video, share it if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue exploring powerful knowledge about health, aging, and living a happy, fulfilling life together. Because you deserve to live long, live well, and live fully, not just today, but for all the years ahead.